I used to love Dora when I was a little girl. I honestly don't like her now at all. But when my cousin Lauren asked me to babysit her 18-month-old son Lucas, I decided that Dora would entertain him for a bit. We watched a few episodes on an old DVD I found in my baby box. We were having a great time, and I realised it was time for Lucas's nap. So I paused the TV and put him to bed. After he was asleep, I went back to turn off the TV. The second I walked into the room, I heard the intro. I thought I paused it. Ah well, I decided another episode couldn't hurt. After all, I was going to swell so well in Spanish. I sat down on the sofa. I filled it with one of Lucas's little toy cars. I wondered what episode of Family Guy, my favourite show, they would be on. That day, when a blast of static interrupted my thoughts, I grabbed the remote and muted it quickly. Then when it stopped, it turned it to on. Dora was speaking, but she had a grim expression on her face rather than her usual friendly smile. She said, "Hello. Today we are going to learn about Monkey's body." Her voice was male. It was a bit confused. Suddenly her eyes turned hyperrealistic and bloody. I thought the urge to touch the screen. To be sure, it was just an urge. She grinned hugely. I shuddered as I saw her smile grow larger. Her teeth were sharp and her eyes were suddenly tiny. I saw a flash of something. I nervously played it back. Saw a mutilated kitten. I gasped and tears filled my eyes. I'm usually only emotional when I get angry, but I love kittens. I looked at it and realised it wasn't a kitten, but my cat Stitch. Seeing my sweet baby like this, my sob, I clutched my Brian Griffin plush and it began playing all by itself. It was like something made me watch this. I saw Dora grab Boots' ear and slowly and graphically tear his face off. "Ugh!" I exclaimed. I hadn't been so disgusted since I read that Cupcakes fanfic. I hugged my Brian as Boots howled. I was crying hysterically. I heard lots of other ripping and screaming noise, but I was too afraid to watch. I sat huddled under a blanket until the noise stopped. It's over, I thought. Oh my god, how awful. Stall and Brian. I emerged from the blanket and ran to the bathroom. I vomited enough to feed an army. I turned off the TV, grabbed Lucas, and immediately dialed 911. Lauren and Jonathan came home in a rush. I explained to the police what had happened. I reluctantly showed them the video, and they were revolted. I inserted the disc and they insisted they destroy it, but instead they recalled every copy of the video. Surprisingly, only a few had the disturbing video. I was taken to therapy to get